And I failed. All right, so warming up here for a bench day. So generally what I like to do is just get the blood flowing back and forth, just things moving. Start with my hands kind of where the grip would be, kind of a high, kind of guillotine, just to get things going. You know, it's not a lot of pressure, it's just arms moving. All right, and then after a few, I move to a closer grip, get the triceps going. I still feel a little sore from my shoulder day, but that's fine. I should be able to hit what I'm looking for today, especially once I get going. And I'll do a little wide sometimes, you know. The real guillotine, oops, hit the bike. That's not gonna work. I have to move this down. All right, and then I like to move it down here, do a little bit more. Again, kind of wide out. Again, it's about getting the joints moving. I'm 42, 41, 42, hell if I know. So I have to get joints moving because they ache, mostly from years of hard labor. I don't have to hard labor as much anymore, but I used to. All right. All right, so warming up here are some flies. I get this because, hey, it actually does help. Not necessarily with immediate gains. I probably want to do this on a max bench day. But Alexander Bromley has some old man suggested to him when he was like a bouncer or something. And he swears by it. And I really like Alexander Bromley stuff. So I just give it a try. And then 15s, I'll do some 20s. And then I'll start the bench process. So what I do what I'm doing right now, I call a reverse change plate. So it's kind of a way because I can't really control myself and not go hard. So I have to make myself goals. And change plate progression or reverse change plate progression is something I do. It kind of helps limit what I do, but with me actually feeling like I'm doing something. So it's good stuff. All right. So I decided to get a camera, like a GoPro type, but it's a DJI Osmo Action 4. Pretty reasonable price, like $240. So I decided to get the mic. It films in 4K. So I'm gonna do videos. I actually used to do a decent bit of YouTube videos back when YouTube was early. And actually had a contour camera. And it was pretty cool. But I just fell away from it. So trying to get back into it. There we go. I don't know how many I did. All right. So I'm warming up here with the bar. I always warm up with the bar. I don't care how strong I get. I just always like to warm up with the bar. Other thing I'm also going to be doing is checking to make sure, make sure my phone's not here. I don't want to record the phone. But make sure that, hey, I'm here by myself. I don't need this following me. So if I end up getting too far off balance and hit these while benching, then I was just way off to begin with. So use safety spotters. I don't know why people don't use them. Like, even like corporate gyms, like LA Fitness, I feel like should have like benches like this that have little safety racks that people can use. Back to the skinny tricep part. Let's get the blood flowing. Because again, I'm old. 42. Or 41. So you might notice here when I'm benching how much room I have here, how far up I go. You watch here when I move into a more bencher position with the, not necessarily arch, but retracted shoulders here. And then when I'm in the real here, and then now imagine the way I get squished down. So you have to watch it when you set these. But when I don't have my shoulder retracted, is up here. So, all right. So again, my single plate warm up. Just make sure it's all good. Also to make sure I don't die. Because apparently that's important in family. When you're old like me, everything feels creaky on these. So I'm like, oh, damn, my right elbow feels weird. But that's kind of normal when you get old. And by old, I mean 40. All right. Again, I'm trying to figure out the camera angles I want, so. I like to move around these lighter weights just because I know when you get near maximal effort, you sometimes hit these areas, so it's good to have this as like a area that's kind of warmed up. All right, trying to 4:3 ratio, see if that looks better. Let's get back. So because I go to a gym, that's not necessarily for gym rats. So they're really cool. They let me come in there and be a weird meathead. That's all good. But can't really use real chalk. So this is actually some chalk I got from maybe 4 or 5 years ago when I started lifting seriously again. Because the LA Fitness bars used to just slide right off. And we actually kind of see me dislocate this finger here for some reason. I don't know why. I was kind of broken. All right, so still kind of warm up phase, just getting my working set, whatever you want to call that. Stop recording. Stop recording. Stop recording. Okay. So this is kind of what I consider a working set. Again, my gym philosophy is just kind of whatever. Just do what feels right. But I plan to do somewhere between 2 to 4. I'll probably just do 3 with all of them going up until I feel like I got more in me. So 140 kg or 308 pounds, depending on what conversion you want to do. All right, so now I'll start the whole process of getting tight. That's what she said. All right. All right, not too bad. 3 of these, hopefully fairly easy. It could be hard, we'll find out. So what I mean by change plate progression, or reverse change plate in this case, so you can see here, because it's kind of a standard kit, you got a 25, 20, 15, 10 kg for your 20 kg bar and give me 160 kg. And then of course you have your 5 kg is kind of a semi change plate, but then you have your 2.5s here, and then you come to these. So 0.25 kg, 0.5 kg, 1.25 kg. So what I'm going to end up doing is I did this one last week, and I'm going to do this one this week, and then next week I'll do this one, and then I'll go to this one, and then I'll go to one of these, each side. That will put me at 179 kg, or basically 395 pounds. It's 96, somewhere in there. But you can see, I'll kind of show you an example. Oopsies. So this is what I'm on now. You get the 0.5. I'm on oh, that sounds good. Here, that's 0.5. And then the 0.25. And these collars are meaningless. I mean, they're plastic, so I'm not going to bother with these, but I'll put them on here. And in the very end will be these. So when I do this, it'll put me at basically just over 405 pounds, 184 kg, 2.5 kgs each. And that will be my reverse change plate. And it kind of forces me to not throw on more weight than I need. Because I have done 5 singles at 165. I've done that before, but I really want to get a 405 bench at some point. So this is my path to it without hopefully injuring myself. Okay, so now I'm on the reverse change plate of mine of this progression. So this is going to have a 0.25 kg and a 0.5 kg on each side. And that brings it up to 161.5 kg, which is 356 pounds. Last week I did 160.5 kg, and that brought me to, and I did that twice. I tried a third and failed it. A little bit might have been this group, but I failed it. But I got twice in, so that's not bad for someone like me. All right. And I failed. And that's why you use safety bars. CrossFit. Alright, so I'm gonna get this back up. I might do a pump out sesh just to get a little blood in the system. So I do have to kind of get going more than I normally would. Normally I would go to an incline, but CrossFit. All right, I'm just gonna do some reps here. The more relaxed back instead of the arch or anything. You know, tuck shoulders a little bit so I don't get my shoulder pain, but just do some stuff. Make my boobies bigger. That should be good. CrossFit. Okay, well, that was enough for today. I think my family actually wants me to get home for some reason. Like they, I don't know, love me or something. Doing we married dudes is horrific. You know, you have to go home to your kid, your wife. My new camera might give some action tonight with the wife. You know, because I do travel for work and I miss her and I get hotel rooms. So, anyways, get married, kids, you know, with someone you love. And get strong. Don't be weak. Peace, as the youths would say.